welcome to Crochet Day by Day. My name is Nadej, and today I'm going to show you everything that I made in February. Now, I made quite a few garments, and I started on a whole bunch of other things that I have yet to finish. I just got really excited with all of the things that came in the mail. I got a bunch of yarn, and it was Valentine's, all those fun February, it being a short month, days that came in for me. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, I am not wearing any of these garments because it's starting to warm up. It is March now already, and a lot of these are winter garments, so sweaters. So let me just show you. We'll just start here with this lovely purple oversized cardigan. This is called the Juniper cardigan, and it is a purchase pattern. I'll go ahead and link everything down below that I can, including the yarn that I used. And this uses an extended double crochet, so that's probably why it worked up so quickly and is so big. So this turned out really nicely, and I love it. I love the color too. I forget the exact color of this, but this is the Heartland Lion Brand Heart. Oh, it's right here. Lion Brand Heartland, this color is New River Gorge. And it is really pretty. I really am digging purple right now. So I'm very pleased with this. A couple other things here. It is warm right now, but I did get a chance to wear this lovely cardigan, oversized cardigan inspired by Three Bird Nest. They have this cardigan that keeps coming up in ads for me on Instagram and Facebook. So I decided to recreate my own, and it turned out pretty nice. I got the Hobie Amigo Chunky. I got some pockets that are hidden on the inside. And it worked up so quickly. I was so excited when I got the yarn that I just started working on it right away, and I finished it in a weekend. I had to create my own pattern because I just didn't know what I was going to use to kind of try and recreate what I saw online. So I just used a half double crochet moss stitch and changed out colors every 3 rows because it was chunky yarn. I believe it's a 5 weight. Chunky or bulky? Bulky, I think. So 5 weight, I just did some ribbing around the arms, and I did slip stitches to connect everything, which I think I would do differently next time. I would do more of a whip stitch because it you can kind of see it through here. If you can kind of see that, you can see the stitches, which is fine. I actually don't mind it, but I would do it differently next time, and I would add more single crochets around the front border so that the border doesn't kind of curl in. But I love it. It turned out so good. Alan and I went and saw the new Ant-Man movie, and I wore it because it was a very gloomy, cold day, and it was perfect for that weather. I will link all those yarns down below. They were on a really incredible sale, and these were the closest colors I could get to recreate that beautiful cardigan that I saw, so there's that. Now, I did make some sweaters here. They're all the same. It's Erin B pattern, which I'll link below. It's just a really easy pattern to follow, and they work up so quickly. This yarn is actually one of these blossom cakes from Yarn Inspiration. I got it at Michael's. This one is called Yacht Club. And it's really nice. It's actually lightweight because it's a cotton blend. It's what does it say? 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. So it's pretty nice. It's lightweight, and I really, really like it. I just love the color. It's so pretty. I'm actually making another cardigan with that yarn because I just like it so much, and it looks like a nice spring cardigan. Spring color. Okay, the next two are definitely the same pattern, sweater pattern. I just can't help myself. I just love this. It's just so amazing. And this is one of my favorites. This is a Hobie yarn. It's Cookie Yarbo. It's this, hold on. I'm so excited. I just have to show this to you. It's this yarn. It's called Flowery, and it's on Hobie's website. It's the cookie, Yarbo cookie. I freaking love it. And this turned out so good. The color pooling is just so pretty. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up exactly, but there's like purples and blues and deep reds and browns. Clearly there's white, yellow. So this, it's so pretty. I wore it the other day, but it's getting too warm right now. I kind of just want it to stay cold for like one more month where I am, because I have so many sweaters and stuff that I want to wear that I didn't get to finish or complete or even start last year when it was, you know, getting cold. With that said though, here is another sweater using the It's Erin B. The color pooling on this, it looks so much better in this light. You can actually like see it. Whereas in a regularly lit room, it's kind of hard to make out the colors. But this is it's a Winter Glow brand from Hobie, and it has all these different colors, which clearly shows up better in the sweater. But if you can see it there, this is another really lovely, wonderful yarn. I love using this stuff. It is 100%, wait, no, it's wool and acrylic. 51% wool and 49% acrylic. So it's warm. It's a warm sweater, even though it's kind of thinnish. What is this? I forgot. This is just 100% acrylic. Okay, I think that completes, oh no, it doesn't. I also made a couple little plushies. I made this really cute little tomato for Alan for Valentine's Day. It's pretty cute. I put a short up on YouTube, and I have a TikTok now, and it's on my Instagram if you want to just kind of go look at it. It's a cute little 20-second video, so it doesn't take up a lot of your time. But I made that for Alan on Valentine's Day, and I made a little voodoo doll. Look at it. This is another pattern from Made by Jody 666, and this is so cute. I sent the picture to my cousin. She's like, okay, well, who's the voodoo doll? I was like, I don't know, I just really like it. It's so cute. There's also another reel and TikTok and YouTube short for this, because those are really a lot easier to get up than full videos like this. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop making these videos. Those are just faster and easier to get up for you guys. Okay, so let's jump into all of the things that I started but just didn't finish or had time to finish or got excited about doing something else, and now I have, you know, all these whips going. So one of my favorite YouTubers to follow for crochet is Altnuts. She is exactly how it sounds. She's pretty much alternative. She's goth. I love it. She's doing a Stitch and Scream blanket for the year. So basically each month she releases a pattern for the square. And this one I'm about 3/4 of the way through. It's called the Spider Stitch. And I'm behind. This is for January. I haven't started the one for February or March yet. But I'm working on that instead of a temperature blanket this year, because the temperature blanket, I still haven't even finished the one from last year, and I'm just not going to. Well, I'll finish it eventually this year, but it's the last thing that I really want to work on right now, because I have all these other things that I'm really excited about. Which is kind of a bummer that a lot of these are still sweaters, because it is warming up. So that said, I just started another like sweater that I'm freestyling. It's just a back loop half double crochet pattern. It's just going to be an oversized sweater. It's using more Heartland, line brand Heartland. This one is called Great Smoky Mountains. And yeah, I'm just going to make a sweater, another one. So with that, I have this whole pile here. Let me just fix this. So I think I mentioned about making a hexagon cardigan this year, and I've nearly have it completed. I just haven't sewn it together or finished those last parts just because I got excited about other things. Now, this pattern is fully inspired by Wickedly Handmade. She made what's called a colliding mood hexagon cardigan, which essentially, let me see here, it's kind of unraveled a little bit because I still have the ends connected, but basically it's this. You have two, like a very cool, fun, colorful side and then more of a monochrome side, and you just connect them together. Fully inspired by her design. I cannot take any credit for this. I was so inspired. I could have purchased one from her, but I kind of wanted to make my own because I was going for a hexagon cardigan this year, and I thought that that would be just perfect. So I need to finish this, and I will finish it this month so that I can get somewhere out of these warmer clothes, like in the morning and like late evening right now, because it's getting into spring. Because during the day it's just too hot. Like, I'm sweating right now. I'm sweating. So I got to finish that, and I will finish that. I'm going to do some ribbing and do a couple other things with it so that it's complete. Okay, so I decided that I was going to use this really pretty like blush alpaca yarn. The color is called Blush. It's alpaca twist from Yarn Bee. Yeah, it's alpaca twist from Yarn Bee. And it turns out that I just made this way too big. Way too big. It's not even complete. I was working on it and I was trying to get it done for Valentine's Day, but I just like got annoyed with like rushing it. So I put it away and I was like, okay, well I'll come back to it. And then I looked at it today when I was gonna, you know, film this obviously. And I think I have to frog it completely, and I think I'm gonna make another one of these giant cardigans with it because I have the amount of yarn that I need, and I don't want this sweater right now. So I'm just gonna frog that and we're gonna make something else. That said, I did start what I'm calling the Sequoia sweater because this is the Lion brand Heartland line or the Heartland Sequoia is the color. And it's called the Homegirl sweater. I have the front done and I've started the back, but here's the thing with this. It's alternating front and back loops every stitch, so it takes a lot of time, like a lot of time to get this. And I love the texture. It's really nice. It's really beautiful so far. I love the way that the Sequoia has turned out because, it's just beautiful. So I plan on finishing that. It might have to wait till like later in the year because it is so time consuming. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just work on it here and there so that I have a full winter wardrobe when winter comes back around at the end of this year. That'll be nice. On top of that, see, I've started so many things but haven't finished them. I am working on what's called the Vienna sweater. It's essentially just, whoop, there we go. It's a half double crochet V-stitch. So here's the front panel. You make two panels, front back panel, there's the same, two arms that are the same. And then you can add like a crew neck or a turtleneck. And I'm gonna do the turtleneck. So I just finished the front panel yesterday. And of course it's got all kinds of dog hair on it because I have a million dogs. But what I'm doing is I use the Lion brand like Pound of Love. This is just black. And I have this sort of mohair style lace weight yarn that I am doing double strands. Wow, that's so difficult to get out. Double strand to get this kind of like nice fluffy texture, which hopefully it'll show up for you guys. It's hard to really tell, but it's different. Like, let me hold up the yarn. You can kind of see the difference, kind of, sort of. The dog hair matches. Okay, so I'm working on that. I would like to get it finished. It goes pretty quickly too because of the V-stitch, the half double crochet V-stitch, and I'm using a 6mm hook on this, and just this, so very excited for that. Now, a couple other things that I started, and this is unraveling, oh lord, is just some freehand things here. I started a Tunisian simple stitch sweater. I really like just kind of doing this Tunisian simple stitch because it's pretty easy. You don't lose stitches. I really like it. And this is, again, I bought a whole bunch of this kind of yarn last year, so I'm trying to use it, even though I just made a big purchase the other day for more yarn. Not Line Brand, it's Hobie. I'm totally obsessed. But this is called Kings Canyon, right? Yeah. Kings Canyon. And I just really kind of wanted an oversized, just turtleneck green sweater. This will be ready for my wardrobe for the winter by the end of the year. I might finish it. Maybe, because I'm freehanding it. I'm not going off of a pattern. So another cardigan that I've started is using this really cool Hobie cookie, similar to the flowery one. This one's called Chlorophyll. And I just saw this like free-handed cardigan style, which basically alternates rows of half double crochets and then half double crochets, like skipping a stitch, so like a moss stitch basically. So it gives it this cool kind of like texture. It's hard to see, but it kind of gives it this texture, and it's kind of one piece, and then well, not one piece, but the front and back panels, it's all one, and then you add the arms. I'm really excited for this. I want to try and finish it for St. Patrick's Day because I am obsessed with like St. Patrick's Day and wearing green on that day. It's just something that I enjoyed as a kid, so we're gonna hopefully finish that. It works out pretty quickly, but I don't want to rush it because as you can see, it's kind of rippling. And I think that's just because of the different style of stitches, so I'm going to have to block it for sure so that it doesn't kind of like wave out too much. That is, yeah, this is using this Hobie Yarbo cookie in Chlorophyll, and it's really pretty. The bright greens and stuff, they're nice. I really like them. Oh, I'm also making another cardigan like that, similar, just a different color, which is in this like black purplies. And I just barely started it the other day, but it goes really quickly. It's in this Winter Glow. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, so it's in these colors, which are kind of difficult to see with this mesh style stitch, but when it's all together, you'll be able to see it. So I'm like really excited because this swirling is just so pretty. So pretty. Okay, there's just a couple things left. I really want to talk about this yarn real quick. So this is Paint Box. Just what is this? This is a bulky weight. It has a number for a color, but the color is called Lipstick. And I got this last year because I was like, I want to make a pink, like bright pink sweater. And this yarn's kind of difficult because it is bulky. So I tried to make like 3 different sweaters, like a raglan sweater, the Vienna sweater, and something else. And then finally, I think I'm just going to freehand a cardigan. And right now, I'm just using a 10mm crochet hook. And I'm doing a back loop single crochet, and we'll just kind of go from there. This is the back panels so far, and I think for the front panels, I might do some kind of design like a cross single crochet for a few rows or something like that. We'll see. I haven't fully figured out what I want to do with it, but we're making a cardigan and I hope to have it finished soon because it'll be a lightweight one. If you can see, it's like pretty airy. using a 10mm hook when this suggests a 6, that's pretty nice. I think it's gonna look good. Okay, so I'm gonna frog this and do something else with this yarn, and I will make one of these cardigans that I started out of something else, but I am going to create this really cool sweater. And basically what it is, it's each row, well, we have a double crochet row, and then we have 3 back loop slip stitches, and then back loop double crochet, 3 back loop stitches, and so on. So it's gonna go all the way across with this kind of like nice texture, and this is gonna take a long time just because the slip stitch the back loop slip stitches just take a long time. But I am excited for this because I really like this color, and I was feeling good about this cardigan, this granny stripe cardigan, but then I kind of got over it. Do you guys ever get that way? You're like, I'm over it. I don't want to do this anymore. Then you move on and then never get seen again. I'm going to try and upcycle these things because, yeah, that's what I got to do. Okay, 2 more things. 2 more things. If you're still here, thank you. I really appreciate that. I just have a lot to talk about. That's why I haven't been posting as much, because I'm just creating so many things. And I can't stop. I can't stop. I just want to like get off of work and then I go crochet. And I crochet and crochet and crochet all night. All weekend I crochet and crochet and crochet. It's fun. I love it. I'm avoiding my life chores, but it doesn't matter. So this is going to be like a robe. You know those skim robes or those like fluffy robes that you see like online and stuff, and people, I was like, look, those are real expensive, and I have this yarn that I was gonna try and make like a sweater with, but I think the purpose for this is going to be a robe because I really like it. This is just what do we have? Bernat Pipsqueak in the color chocolate, I believe it's called. Yeah, chocolate. It's real soft. It is, you know, meant for baby blankets, but why can't it be a robe for a giant baby like me? No, no, no. It's just gonna be a nice, comfortable robe, and I have a whole other set of like this gray color that I will probably do the same if this turns out. I'm freestyling this. Also, I'm not using a pattern. I am just using a large hook. I'm using a 10mm hook and just doing half double crochets. Like, these don't need to be complicated. We can make this easy. We can make it easy. Okay, now I do want to talk about this yarn that I've been fighting with for a long time. It's beautiful. I love it. It's Wool Ease Lion Brand, Wool Ease Thick and Quick in the color Marsh. And I've been trying to make a cardigan. I've been trying to make a sweater. And it's just kind of too bulky. I love the color. So what I've decided to do, I found a rug pattern that I want to make, like a circle rug. And I have a bunch of this yarn, so I think I'm just going to double strand it and make a nice rug. I do want to make some rugs this year, and I think this will be really nice. Circle rug that I can put somewhere in my home, in my kitchen, wherever it might be. But I am going to make a rug with this. It's finally decided. I can no longer try to make a sweater or a cardigan. It's just too thick for that, I feel. If you guys have any suggestions for like good patterns for that, let me know down below, because I've just been fighting with it. So we're making a rug. And I'll take you guys along with me when I do that. Okay, I have been blabbing long enough. If you're still here, again, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. There's so much here. I appreciate you guys for continuing to hang out with me while I share all my makes for the month and all the other things that I'm doing. Again, I do have a TikTok now and an Instagram, which I will link for you down below. I've been uploading some YouTube shorts, so go check those out if you just want to get a cute little video in or whatever you want to see there. And Outside of that, let me know what you are currently working on. If you have any suggestions for the yarns that I am using. I have some fun things coming up, a yarn haul from Hobbii, a make along with Hobbii, and a few other things. So that being said, thank you again. I hope you are having such a wonderful day today. I appreciate you so much. And if you're sticking around, I will see you next time.